So today I'm going to make a video showing you how to use manual backups in a strategy change your website. I do have my website on WordPress. You can log into the back end of the site and you can make changes to the pages. If you don't like the changes, maybe you want to return to what it was before. And that's where the WordPress Backup Manager comes in. It is under Sites, WordPress, and Backup. What you see is that there is automated backup, and that automated backup is actually happening daily. Of course, you can restore that automated backup as well, but you also have the option of creating up to 5 manual backup. I have prepared a manual backup right now. I just call it before I start working. I've backed up everything. Now I'm going to show you how to create this, but the strategy behind this is that when you start working on your website, make a backup, then you work on your website, and if something happens, you can always go back. Now you can always go back to the last 3 days, but you may want to have a specific time where you want to go back. These backups here are stored 14 days, so you can get back to a certain time up to 14 days, and you can back up at any time, and there's up to 5 manual backups you're allowed to do in 14 days. So let's do the backup right now, and I'll show you what to do. You click on backup now, you give it a name. I'm just going to call it before I start, and then you click on backup files and backup database. Now when you back up both, you have the entire thing, or you can just back up the database or just back up the file. I recommend that you do both, because then you are sure that you have a complete backup of your site. And you just click create backup, and it takes a little bit for it to create. And you see here manual backup in progress. We're right now at 0%, 15%. Okay, now we are at 100%. It says backup completed successfully. See here at 6:08. So it took about a minute for that backup to create. And now what I can do is I can go and change my pages, do whatever I have to do to my website. And if I don't like it, I can just restore it. And the way I restore it is, let's say that I made some changes, I don't like those changes, and I made another set of changes, I don't like those changes. So I'm just going to go back to the one that I originally did at 5:59 p.m. That's 10 minutes ago. So I just want to go back to that. You see here, I could go back to something that was 14 hours ago, but because I used the manual backup strategy here, I can just go back and just restore it. And this can happen up to 14 days. As I said before, there's 14 days that we have here. And so how does the restore work? I just basically just click the restore button. You know, all your recent changes are going to be gone. We want to confirm this, and it says type in restore, and we're just going to say restore now. Okay, now the restore is in progress. We're at 10%. So now it says restore completed successfully, and it says here it restored a couple of seconds ago. And so what you can see here, it just tells me that there was a restore that was completed 13 minutes ago. Now again, this is good for when you are starting to work on your web page. Before you start, you just do a backup so you can go back to a defined period in time. The automatic backups will also help you. You have 3 days of backups that you can fit in here, and it's always going to have the last 3 days for you. But you can also go back to a defined position. This just gives you more control over your data and how to restore it. See, at this point in time, it just tells me there was a restore 2 minutes ago. So that is it. That is how this works. I hope this will help you in your strategy on how to update your website.